What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So today, I'm going to break down one of the most important matchups that's going to end up happening in the Super Bowl, and it's Aaron Donald going up against the poorest offensive line of the Cincinnati Bengals. So I think a good comparison to understand exactly what's going to happen is to look at Aaron Donald versus the worst offensive line that he played against, because the Bengals are pretty bottom of the barrel, all right? So, disclaimer, I am not an O-line, D-line coach, so I will probably get some of the techniques wrong here, but I've been around those guys long enough to have a good feel for what's going on. And, I mean, at the end of the day, when you watch the film, Aaron Donald kind of speaks for himself. So, let's get right into it. So, we got Aaron Donald here, lined up in a 3 technique, and the Texans are going to run a simple inside zone play. So he gets the double team. He wins so fast off the double team that the guard comes off and the tackle is getting pushed damn near 4 yards into the backfield. So guard comes off, tries to climb to the second level, and Aaron Donald just wins this rep, stops him for no gain. All right. So then the next play, they're deep in their own territory. We've got Aaron Donald here. Again, he's in a 3 technique. All right. And they're going to run, I think this is another inside zone play just because the whole offensive line moves in the same direction. And then the running back is moving in that direction as well. So I don't think this is duo. But here we go again. He wins on this double team, right? Stalemates these guys. These guys can't move. They also whiff on the backside here, 94. Nobody blocks him. Definitely not doing that on purpose. And then get in the backfield and stop this guy for a loss, right? So it starts with Aaron Donald. There's nowhere for this running back to go, right? There's no crease. There's no daylight. It starts with Aaron Donald winning on this double team and then whiffing on the backside on this block. So then we can watch him against these guys in a passing situation, all right? So this time he's lined up in a 4-eye, okay? And like I said, I'm not an O-line, D-line guy, but like, look at these hands. You always hear D-line coaches like, hands. What are they doing with their hands? You got to move your hands. Well, look at Aaron Donald's hands here. Whoop! Looks like a boxer, right? So he hits that breastplate, strikes, and then dips and rips, gets in the backfield, and the rookie quarterback has got nowhere to go. So what do I think that the Cincinnati Bengals need to do to be able to stop or at least slow down Aaron Donald? Well, I think that they need to go back into history and look at a different sport. They need to look at basketball in the 1980s and when Michael Jordan was a phenom and nobody could stop him. So the Pistons came up with the infamous Jordan rules, and they need to call it the Donald rules.
Detroit had Jordan rules just for Michael. I don't know how he came out of it alive.
The infamous Jordan rules, the Pistons' defensive tactics designed to contain their namesake, are enforced whenever Michael is on the floor.
When he was in the air, we had no shot. But, you know, when everything was on the floor, you can hold your own.
You have to stop him before he takes flight because, you know, he's not human.
Again, the implementation of the Jordan rules.
So what do I think the Donald rules should be? I think that they need to get super physical with Aaron Donald, meet physicality with physicality, and wham block him, right? He loves to get upfield. He loves to win quickly and get in the backfield and make plays. I don't think this is the week to go empty on a consistent basis like we talked about in some of the past videos, because he'll win so fast, he will get to Joe Burrow in the blink of an eye. So what I think that they need to do is they need to wham block him, right? Ear hole him. Come at him with guys that he doesn't see coming, you know, coming across the formation and stuff. I think that's the best way that they can do that. Not for the whole game, but do it in the beginning of the game to slow him down. We've talked about this in the past, that the psychology of defensive linemen is if they feel like they're going up against a weak offensive line, they're going to want to get off the ball fast. Well, if you can start the beginning of the game and slow him down, that's going to pay dividends later on. So on this play, we're going to see they're going to wham block him, run a simple wham play here. They're going to take this tight end. He's going to come across and go at Donald. Neither of these guys are going to block him. and it's going to end up leading to a pretty big run. So let's watch a play. Right? So goes inside. This guy comes across the formation. Wham blocks him. Doesn't get him on the ground, but he gets just enough of him to let the running back get upfield and make a play here. Okay? So we talked about Kyle Shanahan, right? I think that's a little bit risky, right? To do that inside. I think that if they get some situations where he ends up in a 9 technique, so a wide 9 where he is right now, they should do what Kyle Shanahan did to him last year in 2020, right? They took Ross Dwelly and they gave him a 15-yard head start. They ran away from him and they just hit him as hard as they could. And we'll see that on this play right here. So he comes across the formation, wham, right? See that? You see how his head got knocked back? Bam! Like, that's a big physical hit. And even with all that, Donald still isn't on the ground, right? So I think that's what they need to do when they're going up against Aaron Donald. The Bengals need to take their biggest, most physical, like, toughest guy that they have, that's a tight end or a fullback, and bring him across the formation, do some split flow, and in the run game, if they can get him out here in a wide 9, just go and whack him. Or in pass situations, right? So do some split flow play action, and like Burrow's going to know he's got to get the ball out quickly or whatever, but do that a couple of times early on in the game just to set the tone. And we're going to see that on this play here. Again, Dwelly is coming across the formation. This time he's got about a 13-yard head start, and he cuts him, right? So yeah, go at his knees, go at his legs, hit him low, get him on the ground, right? That's what I think that they need to do, right? So it's going to be tough for the Bengals. It's going to be tough sledding having to go up against Aaron Donald. But if they can be creative and come up with a game plan of something that, he might not be used to or that's going to catch him off guard, that's what I think that they need to do to be able to neutralize him and give Joe Burrow the time to spread the ball across the field to those playmakers. So with that being said, in the next few videos, we're going to go back to our bread and butter. We're going to talk about wide receivers and DBs and how they're going to match up against each other in this phenomenal Super Bowl that we're about to watch. So, as always, it's Coach Williams, Ball Hawks. We fly. I'm out. Peace.